I'm Brian with Last Mile SF, and today we got something new in the store that I want to show you, which is called a Dot electric skateboard. So, without further ado, this is the board. So what we have here is a hub-powered electric skateboard available in 3 shapes and sizes. But today, I'm going to show you this one, which is their largest, which is the Dot transporter board. And with this board, you can attach anywhere between 1 and 4 batteries. They daisy chain together. And the best part about that is you can have 1 battery to take on the airplane. And if you want to bring extra batteries, you absolutely can. And then when you get to where you're going, you just link them all back together. So that's pretty cool. This board is ridiculously plug and play. If you want to put on new motors or new wheels, it's as simple as taking off these 4 screws right here, and then the wheel pulls off, and then you can just slide another one on. There's no hard connections. It's a really savvy system. Charging it is also really nice and easy. You got a charge port in here, which is a magnetic charge port, which looks pretty dialed. You can charge your remote right from that port as well with micro USB. This board is pretty cool, the way it turns on and off. There is no actual power button on the board. So to connect the board to the remote, all you have to do is touch this button here. The board will light up, or the remote will light up. It'll start searching for the board. And since the board is not technically on, it's not going to find it until you start spinning the rear wheel. So as soon as we spin that rear wheel, the board turns on and wakes up and connects right to the remote. And it shows you your power remaining. And then you've got back lights here, tail lights on the board, which is really nice. And then when you hit the brake over here, the brake lights light up on the board. The specs on this board that we care about here is the weight. So the weight is 20 pounds if you have all 4 battery packs on. We only have 3 packs aligned right now. So the range is based on how many battery packs you have. Each battery pack will add 6 miles of range. So right now, 3 batteries, you got 18 miles of range with a top range of 24. The top speed of the board is also 24 miles an hour, and the wheels right now come in 2 options. So to change out the rear wheel, all you have to do is remove these 4 screws. So I'll show you that real quick because this is pretty magical. And then this whole sleeve pulls off. Now I'll show you how easy it is to remove the battery. So if you want it to chain, remember, between 1 and 4 batteries together, it's as simple as 2 screws. So you just remove this deck screw and this deck screw. Flip the board over, and then to remove this battery, you just pull it and slide it out. So it's a really quick connect battery. Again, you can stack them in here and it's just those screws. So really cool for all you guys who want to travel with your boards and not lose a bunch of range. I mean, you have to check with your airline with how many batteries you can actually check with you, but these are definitely going to be airline approved because they're 75 watt hours each battery. So under 99, you can definitely bring on planes. So then to repack these batteries, or if you want to daisy chain them in, you just stack as many as you want, put this little end cap on here, slide it in, flip it over, and then just reinstall those 2 screws, and you're ready to go with an extra 6 miles for each battery pack that you add. So that feature is very, very cool. There's a lot of concave in the deck too, and the board is pretty wide. I do have bigger feet, and I had no problem kind of getting my whole foot there. I'm not getting any toe or heel drag or anything like that. There's a nice cutout back here in this part of the board, so you're definitely not gonna have any wheel bite even on these massive 120 wheels, which is another good feature. When I first saw the transporter, I saw the big wheels and they were a little bit worrisome. They look like they're really slick and I thought I'd be sliding all over the place. And the first couple times I took it for a spin, they're absolutely sticky. They stick to the road really well. They're extremely light, so they're not cumbersome to carry around. And the really nice part about this wheel setup with this hub motor is the hubs are very free spinning. So a lot of hub motor companies out there, you can't take the wheel and spin it around, but this one actually kicks pretty easy. So if you do run out of batteries on this hub drive board, it'd be really easy to kick this around. And as far as the San Francisco hill climbing test, I was pretty surprised with the hub drive. Actually, they say it goes up 30%, 30% grade, and I believe that it will go up a 30% grade hill. Coming down, the one thing that I don't love about the board is the braking did take some getting used to. So on the remote, it's a very unusual remote, but you brake with your pinkies over here, and then you gas it with your index fingers. So you're constantly moving like this. So at first it's a little bit funky. It did take a couple minutes to get used to, but as soon as I did, I kind of figured out braking and how to make it smoother. But that's one thing that Dot, I'm sure, is gonna improve on, is just getting the braking a little more dialed. It does come to a stop. It does just as good as every other board coming down hills, but it could be a little bit smoother. So I'm gonna get back out there and ride this board for a little bit longer. This is the Transporter again. It's the biggest one. There's a medium-sized one called the Cruiser, and then there's the smallest board for you skate guys, classic skate guys, which I can't wait to get in here, is gonna be the compact board. And the compact looks pretty sweet as well. And as soon as we do get those in here and have a demo, then we'll get those riding and throw up a review here. If anybody out there lives in the Bay Area and wants to come in and try this board, we've got it available for demo. Come in, cruise around on it. We do have the other 3 boards here in stock also. So if you wanted to pick one up today, we can certainly have it ready for you to go. We can walk you through the board. If you're not and you're across the country, check out our website. We should have them up there shortly. You can order it and we'll ship it out the same day. And if you have any questions, we'll do our best to help you guys out. Please like, subscribe, watch more videos, give us comments and feedback, and we'll see you out there. Cheers. I'm Brian from Last Mile SF, and today I'm going to show you something new. The boards all come with standard in this case, which is kind of nice. Got a good standard traveling case.